Hello, everybody, and welcome back to part number 2 of well, technically part number 3, but part number 2 of this part. So today, before I throw it back to previous me, I'm going to show you guys how to do this. Well, that's what I'm going to do right now. So, take it away, past me. Oh, sorry about that. So I actually have a whole little mini kit here that I use for waterslide decals. Minus that little piece there. All that you really need is your hobby knife, the decals, which are right here. Either you can use a paintbrush or a toothpick and a cotton bud. Now, optional stuff. That you would never see me without using decals now, especially waterslide decals. After what I've done before, I literally used to use a clear nail polish in order to coat the decal, and do not try that. That will just destroy decals. What I recommend is micro sol and micro set. So you can see I have a 1 and a 2. So this one's actually a brand new one. I do not want that one. 1 second. Alright. So as you can see, I have a number 1, number 2. Micro set is the number 1. It prepares the surface for the decal to go onto it. Number 2 kind of dissolves the decal, makes it really nice, and makes it curve to the surface. As you can see right here, that is the micro sol, micro set, and a couple of secret weapons. Well, for that one, Lamion medium. I know, you guys just think this is for thinning. What it is a matte finish clear coat. The camera really wants to focus on it. But to make it even better, art coat. So I'm going to try to put an ultramarines insignia on a shoulder and a smaller one on a lay onto a kneecap here. Right in there kind of deal. Let me get a minute. better light. Oh, there we go. Now we can actually see. So what hard coat is, it's a clear. Well, I can show you. Give me your mouth, thank you. It is a gloss finish. This is from my Malin throat, which is magnetized. So, Trigon, Trigon Prime, Malin throat, all that stuff. Optimizing, getting as many kits as you can out of one kit. Great way to save some money, to be honest. So what I need to do first is go through and do some hard coat with a small airbrush. Surprise! And you can see that shine. That is what we are looking for. Don't worry too much about where you get it. The Lamia medium will easily take off that shine. Easily. So like up here, I'm going to do one. Somewhere up there. And then on this knee, I'm going to do one. And it is really just so simple. I would not recommend thinning this down at all. Especially if you have water like I do. I have very hard water where I am, so all the minerals and stuff will just make it look like garbage. So just a nice and thin layer is all you need. Now we're just going to wait for that to dry here. And remember, it's Citadel. It's water based. Now I will bring you guys back. Well, yeah, I'll show you the next step. So what I'm going to do actually is there's a very thin film that you can see when you reflect it off of light. Just barely see it, but this is also where a nice cutting mat comes into play. so they don't have to worry about ruining the table underneath. There we go. Now I'm going to cut out all the ones that I think I'll need, and I'll bring you guys back once that's all done and the art coat is dry. Okay, so it's been a little bit here. As you can see, the surface is all nice and glossy and good. So, I have everything laid out on this piece here. So really, I'm going to put this into my extra decal slot file folder that I have going. And one other thing that I forgot to mention that really helps is reverse tweezers. Because normal tweezers, when we push in, they go in as well. So these ones, you can see they're already closed. When I push in, they open. Meaning I can hold on to this part and it's going to hold on to the decal. So first thing I like to do, find a spot where you're not going to be interfering with the decal at all. Let me just change. It's really hard for the camera to pick it up, so just want to put it in the water for 10 seconds. And put it on the piece of paper towel. Now, it's the time where I'll pick up my micro set. The first part of the two-part process that really makes the decal. What I'm going to do is just put a good dollop on it. And as we've already protected that area, we don't need to worry about it. So now I'm just waiting for the decal to decide to come off of the paper. And if it gets a little bit too dry, I'll wet it again. Oh, it's almost there. Just needs a little bit of water on it and then it'll all be good. So you can see there we go. See how it's able to move on its own? Well, not on its own, but with a little bit of help. Just going to draft my fingers. I'm literally just going to place it on, not caring too much about where it is, as you will be able to move it around a little bit afterwards. Now what I want to do is lightly run my cotton bud over the top of it. Try and get as much moisture out of it as I can. So you can see there. But when you start to look at it in other angles, really is. There are a few little pieces that are kind of folded over a little bit. So that's where Microsol comes in. Microsol, one of the best things going. And I'm just going to take a little bit of it, put it right on the decal, and then do not touch it. Do not touch the decal. Even though it might look a little bit weird, leave it. You will destroy the decal. It literally melts the decal just a little bit. So I will come back once I've done all the decals for all of them. Except for this guy. He's the Sergeant of the Primaris Marines. And I will be back once that's finished. Okay. So, see, the decals are flat and beautifully put on. Except for that one up there, but we'll ignore it. And I've also gone around the base with my Tamiya flat blue XF8. The last thing left to do is to knock back that shininess, then take them all out. There's the cap to my airbrush. Oh, there it is. Sorry about that. Knock it back with Lamia medium. Beautiful stuff here. Well, I know it. That they use it a ton for thinning stuff down. Hold on. All that I'm going to do is take some of the Lamia medium, put it over the area where we had the shininess, so like on the kneecap, I might just go just a little bit past, just to be sure that I got all of it off. Just let it dry, but you can already see how much less shine that has. And then after this, these guys are ready for the table. But like, as you can see, I did zero cleanup on them. Zero cleanup. I only did one base coat. I challenged myself. Oh yeah, you can already tell. This guy hasn't been done yet. And as a bonus, it also seals in the decal. I know that there's a lot of people out there that'll tell you a whole bunch of stuff to go out and get. Really? All that you need is one good hobby store and you have everything. Like, these guys are done now. At this point, I'm just waiting for them to dry. Now, I know I've done a lot of stuff in this episode, and it's been a very long episode. And for those of you that have made it this far, I really think I should really show something. I know I've already shown them once. But really, when you get down to it, like, look at this. Like, you can see the plague marine right here. See parts of the eagle that'll go onto here. You can see the Emperor's sword right here. Like, this has so much detail on it. This is where you want to work towards. Like, right now I can count the number of full kits that I've done. I've done a Broodlord, I've done Terminator with all the other stuff, I've done a Trigon with all the other stuff, I've done a Hive Tyrant, a Winged Hive Tyrant, Magnetized him, I've done a Primaris Marines, I've done a squad of Termagants, I've done a squad of Gene Stealers. I am still extremely new to all of this. But this kit here, I need to make just a little bit better. That's what I strive for anytime I pick up a paintbrush, pick up my airbrush, do anything. And in the end, you can only do the best you can do. So, but this is gonna be fun. But I'll show you partially the reason why I can easily build him. Painting is going to be the hard part for me. all you guys gotta do is look up a little bit. See, this is what is known as a Gundam. This is actually a perfect grade Gundam, which is 1/60th the scale. And it comes in a box. A massively huge box. You see another one there. I have tons of these guys around me. He's actually my motivator. He actually has his thumbs up. So if you haven't already, follow me on Instagram. Link will be down in the description down below, as it always is. You guys can actually see. Look at this. Look at this. Like, it's dry. The shine is almost completely gone. If I need to, I can go over it and get rid of the shine completely. That's one coat. Art coat, Lamia medium. My new 2 best friends for all my decals. And then again, there's a ton of detail here. This is going to be, like you can see, these ones. I know what it says, but I call them Emperor Hands, beloved of all. So, in the next episode of this series, which will be coming out very, very quickly after this one. Well, I mean very quickly. This is what we're going to be working on. We will have a Primarch within our midst. Reboot Gilliman shall rise. So if you're new here and you've liked what you've seen and liked this very, very, very long-winded how to paint them step by step, all the stuff I do, hit that subscribe button. And if you're not new here, you're one of the veterans here, and you've enjoyed this, hit that like button. It really lets me know to continue on with what I'm doing here, and it'll help out the channel grow so that even more people can discover this. So again, I'd like to thank everyone for watching, and I'll bring up the sergeant here. And until next time, remember to rock on.